And this one says how much paper is used for the label on the can of peas. You'll notice that the paper is not on the top or the bottom. It is just around the lateral surface of it. So you're just finding the circumference times your height. So your circumference is this and your height is 2. Circumference is 2 pi r. So your 2 pi r is 2 pi 1 because it's only 1 inch times 2, which will be 4 pi, which when you take that times 3.14, we're going to get 12.56 square inches of paper used. So think of it as just the lateral side, no circles involved. The next example that I want to show you is example 3. That's this can of tomatoes. If you earn a penny for recycling the can in example 2, how much can you expect to earn for recycling the tomato can? Assume the recycle value is proportional to the surface area. So we're going to need to find the surface area of this particular can. So our surface area is again the two circles, pi r squared, and two of them, the top and the bottom. And then your circumference, which is 2 pi r, the distance around, times your height, because that's a rectangle then. And it's length times width, so it's the circumference times the height. So when you do this, you have your 2 goes in for the radius, and your 2 goes in for the radius, and your height goes in as 5.5, and then it's just a bunch of math to get this as 4 times 2 is 8 pi, and 5.5 times 2 is 11 times 2 is 22 pi. So you get 30 pi, which then times it, then the p's from the one before, you just have to look at your book at the same time. But we had 2 pi r squared. Again, this is the two top and bottom circles. This is the paper on the outside edge, or the can around the outside. And so that was 60 pi. So use a proportion to find the recycle value of x of the tomato can. So you put your 30 pi inches squared over your x and your 6 pi over the cent, because you're making a cent for recycling the can in example 2, which is this one. So you want to see a proportional. So you're noticing that 6 times 5 gets you to 30, so you can probably times that by 6 and find out that this was times 5, so this is times 5. So you're going to get 5 cents for that can if it's proportional to its amount of material that it is made of. So you can expect to earn 5 cents for recycling the bigger tomato can if it's proportional. So if you have any questions on this, you can either rewatch the video or look in your book while you're doing it, because the pea can is on the previous example or in your book at the same time on page 603. So if you think you understand this, you can give an example on your own number 3 a try.